In the cutthroat arena of professional basketball, where the pursuit of glory is relentless and the margins between triumph and despair are razor-thin, how agonizing must it be for a storied franchise, one that stood on the precipice of a dynasty just 2 short years ago, to find itself suddenly adrift, battling not just opponents, but the insidious forces of injury, financial constraints, and a creeping sense of regression? For the Boston Celtics, a team synonymous with championship pedigree, this offseason has been a stark reminder of the brutal realities of the NBA. With their superstars sidelined and the punitive shadow of the second apron looming large, the traditional path back to contention seems blocked. But what if there was a radical, almost unthinkable maneuver? A move so audacious, so emotionally charged, that it could either accelerate their return to the promised land or send them spiraling further into uncertainty? Can the Celtics truly sacrifice a beloved, vital piece of their present for the tantalizing, yet unproven promise of a brighter future, all in the desperate hope of rebuilding their dynasty in the quickest way possible? The Boston Celtics have indeed faced immense hardships this season, a stark contrast to the championship-caliber team that electrified the league just 2 years prior. From the devastating blow of Jayson Tatum's season-long absence to the intricate dance around the new collective bargaining agreement's second apron, the once clear path to contention has become a labyrinth of difficult decisions. The front office, led by the shrewd Brad Stevens, has adopted a methodical, almost surgical approach to shed salary, focusing on acquiring low-cost contracts with high potential value. This strategy saw them bring in a talented young guard in Anthony Simons, a move aimed at both financial flexibility and future upside. However, even with these calculated maneuvers, the Celtics find themselves still above the second apron, relentlessly exploring ways to offload additional contracts, including Simons, to gain the crucial financial breathing room they desperately need. While this approach is undeniably sound from a fiscal perspective, it raises a crucial, unsettling question for the fanbase. Does financial prudence alone truly bring them closer to hoisting another banner? It's a strategy that feels like treading water, not swimming towards the shore of championship glory. This predicament, this frustrating stasis, demands a different, bolder approach, one that could potentially ignite their return to contention with unprecedented speed. Enter the seismic proposition that could redefine Boston's immediate future and accelerate their championship timeline. A blockbuster trade centered around a player who has become an undeniable fan favorite. In a move that would undoubtedly send shockwaves through the league, the Boston Celtics could opt to offload the highly valued Derrick White and a future first-round pick, specifically their 2031 first-rounder, to acquire the electrifying Jonathan Kuminga from the Golden State Warriors. This isn't merely a roster tweak, it's a strategic pivot, a calculated gamble on youth and untapped potential, and a painful sacrifice of a proven integral piece. White, who played a vital role in Boston's recent title charge, emerging as a significant contributor on both ends of the floor, would be a massive loss for the Celtics faithful. His consistent production, defensive tenacity, and quiet leadership have made him an indispensable part of their success. Yet, the allure of Kuminga, a forward brimming with star potential, is a siren song too compelling for a franchise desperate to reclaim its place at the top. From the Golden State Warriors' perspective, this proposed deal, while seemingly parting with a promising young talent, carries significant strategic appeal. Jonathan Kuminga has been one of the most talked-about restricted free agents this offseason, and his unique situation grants him considerable leverage over the Warriors' future moves. As a restricted free agent, Kuminga holds the reins, effectively controlling where he would like to go, even as Golden State retains the right to match any offer sheet. While the Warriors' best offer to Kuminga is known, the Celtics could potentially present a more enticing package, not just in terms of assets, but also in contract structure. By offering a potential deal in the range of 3 years and $60 million, complete with a player option in the final year, Boston could generate significant intrigue from a forward, making it difficult for Golden State to retain him. The Warriors have been clear about their demands for Kuminga, and while teams like the Sacramento Kings and the Phoenix Suns have reportedly presented relevant offers, Golden State hasn't been genuinely intrigued by them. This is where the Celtics' offer, centered around Derrick White, becomes particularly compelling. White has been firmly on Golden State's radar this offseason, and for good reason. His playing style is a seamless fit for the Warriors' renowned system. His perimeter shooting ability, a crucial component of Golden State's offense, would provide immediate spacing. His defensive upside, characterized by his relentless effort and intelligent rotations, aligns perfectly with the Warriors' commitment to two-way play. Furthermore, his exceptional off-ball movement, a hallmark of Golden State's offensive fluidity, would allow him to integrate effortlessly into their intricate sets. Last season, White continued to be a starter for Boston, putting up impressive averages of 16.4 points for 0.5 rebounds and 4.8 assists per game, while shooting an efficient 44.2% from the field and a respectable 38.2% from three-point range. His two selections to the all-defensive team further solidify his reputation as a premier two-way threat, a player who impacts winning on both ends of the court. Parting ways with Kuminga, while difficult, would also allow Golden State to begin the process of completing its remaining roster moves, providing the financial and roster flexibility necessary to make additional signings and improve their overall roster strength, potentially addressing other areas of need with a proven veteran presence like White. As beneficial as this deal is for the Warriors, its true significance lies with the Boston Celtics. The arrival of Jonathan Kuminga, even at the cost of Derrick White, fundamentally shifts the Celtics back onto a championship timeline. Financially, the move is astute. With Kuminga's estimated annual cap hit of $20 million, the Celtics would successfully shed approximately $8 million in salary by trading White, providing much-needed relief from the second apron's stringent penalties. While this trade could undeniably weaken their perimeter defense in the short term, it is a calculated risk, a necessary sacrifice for a franchise determined to accelerate its return to the NBA's elite. Kuminga, at just 22 years old, boasts immense talent and an awe-inspiring array of physical tools. His length, explosive athleticism, and other natural qualities are not just raw potential. They complement an already developing offensive skill set and a tantalizing defensive upside. In a more prominent role, one that the Celtics could undoubtedly offer, Kuminga has already demonstrated his capability to produce effective results on offense. His averages of 15.3 points and 4.6 rebounds per game, while modest on paper, do not fully reflect his on-court impact or the flashes of brilliance he has shown when given extended opportunities. He's a player who thrives with the ball in his hands, capable of attacking the rim with force, hitting pull-up jumpers, and creating for himself and others. Kuminga's arrival also signals a resurgence for the Celtics, particularly in the immediate aftermath of Jayson Tatum's injury. With Tatum out of the rotation, the 22-year-old would immediately slot into the starting lineup alongside Celtic star Jaylen Brown, forming a dynamic wing duo. Complementing them would be the talented Anthony Simons and the energetic Peyton Pritchard, creating what could prove to be a very potent offensive rotation. This lineup, while missing Tatum's singular brilliance, would possess a blend of scoring, athleticism, and playmaking that could keep them competitive in the Eastern Conference. Furthermore, Kuminga's defensive upside, though relatively untapped and often considered a shortcoming in his game, is enormous. Given his physical tools, his wingspan, quickness, and strength, and placed in the right environment with dedicated coaching, the forward could very well emerge as a very serviceable, even impactful defender, capable of guarding multiple positions and disrupting opposing offenses. Crucially, Kuminga's development over the upcoming season sets up the Celtics' 2026-27 campaign with Jayson Tatum back in action. Imagine a lineup featuring a fully recovered Tatum, a prime Jaylen Brown, the dynamic Anthony Simons, and a rapidly developing Jonathan Kuminga. This core unit, brimming with talent, athleticism, and youth, would immediately put Boston on a clear path to title glory. And while the primary focus is on the 2026-27 season, there's even a tantalizing possibility that Tatum, if his recovery continues to progress ahead of schedule, could join the team later in the upcoming season itself, providing an unexpected boost and giving this new-look core a chance to gel before a full championship assault. Whether it is this season or the next, the Celtics will undoubtedly need to make the necessary moves to surround this burgeoning core unit with additional talent, ensuring they have the depth and versatility required to navigate the grueling playoff gauntlet. As the Celtics stare down a challenging season, contemplating a move that could both sting and invigorate, what's your take? Is sacrificing a proven commodity like Derrick White for the raw, yet boundless, potential of Jonathan Kuminga the bold stroke of genius the Celtics need to accelerate their return to championship contention? Or is it a reckless gamble that could leave them with more questions than answers? Share your insights, your hopes, and your deepest fears for the future of this storied franchise in the comments below. And if you're as captivated by the high-stakes chess match of NBA roster building as we are, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more exclusive reports and dynamic analysis that keeps you on the pulse of every major NBA storyline. Your engagement fuels our coverage,